You can see I was given a listing number, right? I was giving a listing number. If I'm using Form Simplicity, I can go ahead and start to upload some information about my listing here. I can go here to manage showing time. So I would go in here and enter all of my showing instructions for the listing. I can click here to continue editing. I can go back into the listing form and make any changes that I might want to make or update any information. I can click here to add my photos, where I would just browse my computer, pictures. You are required to enter at least one photo. That photo should be the front elevation. Front elevation means ground level. So if it's vacant land, a lot of people, you'll see those aerial shots. The at least one photo has to be ground elevation photo. It needs to be of the front of the property. You can enter up to 35 photos. You can click here to enter a description of the photo. You can left click and drag to change the location of the photos. I'm moving kind of quickly now because we're a few minutes over time. And then this is just where you're certifying that you own the photos. You'll click certify and save. And if you want to add any supplements, you can click here. These are going to be like your HOA disclosures. You can give it a name. You can locate the file. It needs to be a PDF document. So you can just locate. You can just add, as you see, I just clicked and added. And then you can click the supplement type. So you can indicate if it's floor plans or if it's an HOA document, if it's some sort of disclosure, just whatever that happens to be. Make sure to select upload after you've chosen your document. And so you can see the document that you added, make sure that it's the document you intended to add, right? And then click save. You can add more. You can just click here again and choose more files and upload, and then click save. Add as many as you want. Then go ahead and click save. Now I am ready to set my listing to active. So I'm going to click on continue editing, and I'm going to go to my status tab. I'm going to click active and submit listing. And that's where we get our errors. So as you can see, compensation has a problem. And over here, it's giving me an error about the address being on the internet. And the only reason it's giving me that error is because I selected no here. So if I selected no, that I didn't want the listing to be on the internet, then I don't have to check any of these other fields. When I click over here, if I satisfied these requirements with these warnings, this exclamation point will disappear. So I'm going to click on listing office, and we see that disappeared. So I satisfied that field. Now you see here is the problem. It's not going to let me make it active. And the reason it's not going to let me make it active is because I am not a licensed real estate agent. My license can't be active. So I cannot set this to active for that reason. But we're going to pretend for just a moment that this is perfectly fine and that it did accept the active status, okay? We're going to pretend that just for a moment, and I would just click submit listing, and my listing would now be active.